Hello, good day to everyone. Good day. Welcome back to our Cyber Podium session for CIDES 2023. Please have your seat because in 5 minutes we're going to start the session. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support. Once again, please make yourself comfortable because we're going to have another 2 shows running coming soon. All right? Welcome back to our session. Please take your seat because we're going to start around 2 minutes time. Thank you. We're going to bring out 2 shows for today until the end of the day. So just please stay here and stay tuned to the end of the show. All right? So for the after lunch session, we're going to have two show that we're going to conduct here. For the first show here, the topic will be mainly about leveraging attack framework in SIEM for effective threat detection. We're going to be presented by HEITECH PADU. Please welcome Mr. Azim to be on stage. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today I will be presenting leveraging attack framework in SIEM environment for effective threat detection. So introducing myself, my name is Muhammad Azim Zamzuri, SOC level 3 and threat detection engineer at SecureX. So a brief rundown of today's sessions. First of all, we will talk about an introduction to MITRE attack as a whole. Next, I will tell you how to map tech techniques from threat intelligence reports and make detection rules in a multi-SIEM environment. So, without further ado, let's go to our first sessions, Introduction to MITRE attack. So, MITRE is a non-profit operation operated research and development funded by the United States government. One of its notable contribution is the attack framework, which are an abbreviation from adversary tactics, techniques, and common knowledge. So the aim of this framework is to help organizations improve their threat intelligence, detections, and response capabilities by providing a comprehensive view of adversaries' behaviors across the cyber kill chain. Okay. Next, we're going to an overview of the benefit of using MITRE attack. The first benefit is, of course, to standardize your threat intelligence language. As you know, communication is key in cybersecurity. There are different types of teams within a single SOCs. And with this, with the use of MITRE attack, you can well describe the terminology of the threats and attacks effectively within your organization and in between cyber threats intel. So this can help reduce the number of misunderstanding and delayed responses for any cyber threat attempts. This also helps you to be a step ahead of your adversaries, allowing you to predict what are their next behaviors, what are they capable of doing, and how you can stop them. So, next, to prove this point, this is David Bianco Pyramid of Pain. As you can see, TTP is at the top of the Pyramid of Pain. Pyramid of Pain categorizes each type of indicators or artifact left by adversaries. The Pyramid of Pain emphasizes that signature-based detections, your traditional-based detection are no longer enough. You need to be able to understand how the attack are being made, so which is a higher level of indicator. TPs is a higher level of indicators that are persistent and difficult for adversary to change. So, the next we are going to talk about how to map the MITRE attack from a threat intel report. you may receive a threat intel report from your vendors, maybe Mandian, maybe your VT, or you can receive it from other sources. So this I will briefly generify the detection. There are three main steps. The first one is to actively research and cover the behavior. After receiving the threat intel report, you need to find the behaviors. What are they actually trying to achieve? What they are doing, and how you can, and sorry, so that you can gain an understanding of what, their behaviors. Next, once you have identified the specific behaviors that I've mentioned, whether that behavior is based on protocol they are using or software that they are using, you can look for, you can research those behaviors so you can get a deeper understanding of how they use it. The last one is always to review your finding, making sure that you are able to correlate what you are finding with others and make sure, kalau in Malay we say that tak shot sendiri. We don't be ourselves. So this is how the breakdown of the first step, finding behaviors. So the first one, you need to look for adversaries and what they are doing, the software they are using, what protocol are they using, and the step they are doing, during the step of compromise. Next, you split the report into three phases: pre-compromise, initial compromise, and post-compromise. Compromise. And look for the verbs. What are the actionable words in the reports so that that describe what the adversary are doing and the software are using. So this is an example from MITRE, Bien Lian ransomware group, that indicate that we go through this briefly. So based on my step before, first one, we list out what are the protocol that they are using. So this one is RDP. What are the verb that they are using? Compromise remote desktop, acquiring credential, and phishing. After that, you research those behaviors. What are the protocol used for? What are the software used for? And getting yourself familiar with the behaviors and examine the details of protocol and software. In this step, there are many external resources that you can use and use them. For some, they are maybe familiar with Wikipedia, Speed Guide, or MITRE GitHub repository. But for me, I prefer to use ChatGPT. I won't say that it is an all-rounder solution, but at least it gives you a broad overview of how they are using, and you are allowed to interact with it. So after finishing all these steps, you can go to MITRE Navigator and plot it out. T1113 external remote services, phishing, and valid accounts, based on the indicator that we have highlighted before. And repeat those steps to other procedures, and you have completed your MITRE-ATT&CK kill chain framework, the MITRE-ATT&CK framework for Bien Lian ransomware group. Next is how to make rules and detection rules for multi-SIEM environment. For this part, I would commonly use something called a Sigma rules. Sigma is for logs file, what snort is to network traffic, and Yara is for files. Previously, we are normally sharing indicators via using something called Yara and snort for network-based detection and file-based detection. Now there is something new called schema rules, which allow you to make custom query based on SIEMs that you are using. So here are some example benefits. Make detection rules, as said. Write those write the queries for eSIMs and share signatures with threat intelligence communities. Here are an example of Sigma repository. In this repository, let's say you already have the MITRE IDs for the attack, and you would like to say how to detect it. There are a repository for that. So in this is an example of Sigma rules. This is potential persistent via event-viewer.esp. With this, you can create rules using uncoder.io, making advanced queries. For example, if you want to do it for Splunk, if you want to do it for RSA Net Witness or QRadar, you are able to do that based on a single line of code. Does this work? 95% of the time. You still need to have a comprehensive understanding of the SIEMs in order to update it based on your metadata, based on your detection methodology. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Azim, for the wonderful presentation. Before I end the show, is there any question from the ground? Would you like to ask Mr. Azim directly? I'll be moving around if you have any question. Okay, I guess that's the end of the show. Thank you very much, Mr. Azim. Okay. So, please stay here because we have the last show will be around 3 o'clock. Make yourself comfortable, go and visit the booth, and come here back by 3 o'clock because the last presentation will become from Palo Alto Network, representing for the ideas later on. So please enjoy yourself, all right? Thank you.